So if you don't know already, I call these crazy conversations with crazy ethics. I do like to study, but I like to allow information to flow fluently. I don't like to force anything because what's forced is not necessarily meant for you. It's not your sole purpose that you need to be serving. Only way to get to the soul surface is to bring the inside out, right? And so I was sitting here thinking, like, you can turn your power on, you can turn your power off. 100% up to you. You choose to use 10%, 30%, 90% of your equilibrium. You'd be surprised what you can do, what you can accomplish. Challenge yourself. I do 21-day journaling challenges that will completely alter the situation you're in right now. When I get a day off the night before, I like to break out of the matrix. They got me working 2 gigs. And, if only one gig supplies your living situation and your other gig supplies your basic necessities, what are you going to have left for yourself? And when you earn the money, did it put a smile on your face? Did you feel grateful? Or did you feel like, oh, finally? Was you waiting for it to arrive, right? That's how you know it's not flowing fluently. Now, money doesn't make you rich. Poor thoughts make you poor. Poor habits, poor hobbies, poor spirit. Those things will make you broke. If you're broke on the inside, you'll be broke on the outside in return. And if all of this is a game, being that, scientists proved long time ago we was living in a simulation. You can watch the Hong Kong movie, I believe, where they throw the tree into the sky and it can't go nowhere. It's just electrical circuits, different colors moving at a high pace, faster than the speeds of light. And that, when you say my name backwards, Crazi, it's Enzo as a reborn character. That's in a game as a reborn character. The game, the Latvian card game, Zol is in that game, Zol means soul. So once again, I'm going to say all of these things come hand in hand. You got to serve your soul purpose. And watch the programs that are circuiting inside of your equilibrium. You're downloading and reprogramming, you're recreating all the time. You think the same thoughts as somebody else across the world at the same exact time. Now it's not a competition. It's not, who can get it done first. The point of this is to connect, create, doing the right thing. Some people use their power to their advantage. They use psychology to manipulate and hurt people. When you're using it to help, another crazy quote, healing, elevating, and loving people, help. When you're using it for positive, receiving positive resources, because you got to receive, but you got to give in order to get. You can't say, I'm going to go give this person $100,000 because I know I can go sign it off on my tax check at the end of the year. No. That is not what we're talking about. when we're talking about giving. Genuine love, unconditional. If you're serving your sole purpose, you will unconditionally love yourself. You will train the people how to treat you. You won't allow people to walk all over you. You won't allow people to sell lies. And yes, eventually at some point, you won't have to prove yourself. Because, see, everything in the dark comes to the light. They're only going to get away with it with people who think like they do. Those are the type of people that believe anything. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they believe anything in a textbook, specific biblical teachings. They believe so solely on specifics that they miss the broader picture. They're too zoomed in on the outer world. That allows the matrix to hypnotize you and run your reality. I choose when I want to turn my power on and off. I do not use it to take advantage of people I've been taken advantage of. When I was a teenager, we was learning. But all I know is people didn't support a positive message. People's parents were giving their kids alcohol, weed, and drugs. Offering something strange for some change, that makes them the P word. Oh, file. You need to put this on file. I call them crazy files. Look at where your information is coming from. Remember that you are who you eat with. Look where the source of the information or the source of the problem stemmed from. Where was it rooted and grounded at? Where it's rooted and grounded is what you need to get to. You need to dig it up and figure out where it was originally brought up. That's why I say also you need to know where you come from. You come from an African woman. Make it make sense. Couldn't no Adam be divided any further. It's already as small as it gets. You cannot divide and conquer. Crazy conversations with crazy ethics. Crazy ain't so crazy. They called Einstein crazy. Power. Power can only be used to control yourself. If power is being used psychologically to control other people, it will only hold up for so long. It won't. See, universal laws do not allow people to get away with these things for too long. Once again, everything in the dark comes to the light, but you need to realize when you get to the light, you're still surrounded by the dark. So it'll get ugly, all right? Realize that the person left to you, the person ahead of you, the person to the right of you, all perceive everything differently. What you see is solely for you. Can't nobody else dictate who you are. That's an eye for an eye. And if you want to go into depth a little bit further, I would say I'd use the biblical term on them, and I would say, out of your mouth, I will judge you. So that's what I mean when I say only you can dictate who you are, only you can judge you. I love you guys. Keep going up. Do the right thing. Behind closed doors. Peace.